of sleep the whole day. I remember opening my eyes and it was 6 o'clock. The sun hadn't even risen. I say sun, but what's the phrase? Dawn hasn't even broken? I think that's the phrase. There was no light coming through, put it that way. And I've fallen asleep and I've woken up. I think I remember waking twice for the day. And then I've opened my eyes and it's dark again. So I just got the urge to press record and talk because the last week has been a lot for me. For the average person, it probably put my teeth back in. They're mine. They're not fake. It probably is not a lot for the average person, but as we all know, I'm not the average person. Let's go right back to what day? Let's go right back to Thursday. Thursday last week, I decided to cancel my yoga class and go get my hair done. I've got some gorgeous braids. It took me a while, a few days to get used to these. I looked so different when I looked to myself in the mirror. And it's been many years since I had single braids done. But now, I'm loving them. I've always said to myself, when I get in my 40s, early, mid, late, I don't know, in my 40s, I might want to locks my hair. Now, I've had an insight to what I will look like with dreadlocks. And even though it took me a few days to get used to the look, I'm loving it. It's cool. So, yes, me and my new style. So I went to the hairdressers on Thursday and got my new hairstyle done. And Friday was a bit of running around doing some stuff that I needed to get done. And Friday evening, I'm sorry if, let me just cut you, or cut myself, I should say. I'm sorry if I sneeze. I've got a real itchy nose and it's not a normal itchy nose. It's right up here. And it feels like a sneeze is about to come. We'll get on to the reason why I might have a sneezing fit in a bit. I'll let you know. So, where was I? Friday. Running around on Friday doing bits and pieces, and Friday evening I had a black tie Christmas networking event. Oh wow, I have never been to a black tie event. So I got all dressed up and it was amazing. It was just a different kind of event. I knew a couple of the individuals that were there, but majority of the room I didn't know. So the networking aspect was fun because I got to meet loads of small business owners. And yeah, the energy was awesome. The food was amazing. I need to get the caterer's details from the lady who run the event, V. Roberts. She runs an organisation called Insight to Marketing. But I'll actually put all that information in the comments box, actually. Food was amazing, DJ was brilliant, the event was lovely, the venue was nice, the company was beautiful. I had some amazing conversations with people that I just met. So it was an awesome night. Really enjoyed myself. And Saturday, what happened on Saturday? I was lazy on Saturday. When I go out one night, the next day, done. I'm drained. Mentally, I'm drained. Physically, I'm drained. But this event was so worth it. So Saturday, I just relaxed all day. And then I had a family meal to go to Saturday evening. And that was lovely. It's always good to get together with my family. And hear what's going on with everyone and hear the stories and the jokes. It's nice to connect. I love connecting with people, and it's just nice to be in a positive environment, and Saturday was. Then Sunday, this is the bit where I struggle, because on one hand, it's awesome. It's awesome connecting with people and hearing about what they've been doing and what's going on. And I love it. I genuinely love hearing all their goodness. But on the other hand, I do what I shouldn't do, but I naturally do it. And I'm working on filtering that out and stop doing it. Hearing everyone's goodness and positive makes me very critical about myself. So it makes me look at me. It makes me look at me and compare. And I know people are not sharing what's going on to make me do that. I know this. But it's a bad habit that I've probably had forever. So we'll get on to why I'm struggling today. So it makes me a little sad, because I'm looking at other people that are my age or younger than me that are doing more than I am. And when I say more than I am, they're enjoying life more, they're achieving more, they're succeeding more. And I can call it more because it's in areas I would like to be enjoying life, succeeding in, receiving that goodness. It's stuff that, I guess, goals I have for myself. So even though they're not telling me to make me sad, it does make me a little sad. I don't know if you can call it jealousy, enviousness, just being a human being whose life's been changed out of her control. I don't know, but it frustrates me. I hate the fact, and this is where hate sits in now, I hate the fact that hearing someone else's goodness makes me feel bad. I hate that. Because I am a joyful, loving person, and I want to celebrate everyone's achievements, everyone's gains, everyone's good stories. But in the back of my mind, something back here it's like turning the mirror on myself, saying, but look at what you're doing. You're doing nothing like that. And you're so much older than some of these. And you should be further afield. You should have reached certain gut. That's the kind of talk. And I know it's not good. I know it's not positive, and it shouldn't be the way that my brain goes, but I'm working on it. That actually leads me on. Sorry, I've got such a dry throat today. That actually leads me on to next month, literally in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks. Excuse me. I start a 6 week, I'm sure it's 6 weeks. Is it 8? Let's say 6. Yeah. Let's see how far I'm going to get through this. My throat's getting drier and drier. 6 weeks mindfulness course. It's one evening a week for a few hours, and we're going to be given things to practice throughout the week. But I'm so excited for this course because I know it's something I want to do, because I know those sad negative thoughts, 2022, they're going to go, because I've been on the journey for a very long time, and I can look back at where I started to where I am now, and I see the change. I do. It's been little steps, but movement has happened. And I'm excited for this course because with guidance, I guess with the teacher's experience, I know in my heart of hearts, this is the icing on the cake that I need. Because everything else I won't say I've done myself, because it's stuff that I've researched into, but I've not had my hand held, in a sense. So I really am excited for this course, cannot wait. And I will update you each week, not so much on what we did, but how it's working for me, how I'm using it, how I'm feeling emotionally, physically, mentally about the course. So yes, very excited for that one. So let's get back to my week. So on the Saturday, I was just kind of slumped. Sunday. It was dinner Saturday, kind of slumped on a Sunday. Just not feeling great, but being aware of why I'm not feeling great and what my thoughts were like, and just being more conscious of it. Whereas I say I can look back, because back in the day, I would just be upset and angry, annoyed, negative, and I wouldn't analyse my feelings. I wouldn't analyse my thoughts and my words to myself. So little by little, there has been movement. So Sunday was just a relaxed day for me, very relaxed day. And then Sunday morning, I woke to, sorry, I have to think and get my days right. Yes, Sunday morning, I woke to a message that was sent late Saturday evening from one of the ladies I was networking, that said that she did a COVID test before the network event and it was negative, and she'd done one the day after the event and it came back positive. So she's just giving everyone a heads up, letting them know she's positive and we've been within the same space. So just test myself so that I'm aware. And I very much appreciate that, because so many people wouldn't do that. And I checked in to see how she was, and she told me how she was going. And I done a test for myself, and it came back negative. But within 1 hour, 90 minutes of doing the test, the back of my nose, you know, you got a cold nose and I'm pressing my cheek. The back of my nose, see, look, the brain just doesn't work sometimes. The back of my nose was itchy. And you know, in the back of your throat, you have, when you've got a cold coming, I don't know if this happens to you, but it happens to me. You get funny taste, and yeah, just everything feels different. And then I was hot at one point, and then I was freezing cold. My body temperature was just dropping, and everything was turning to ice. My hands, my arms, my legs, my feet, everything was turning to ice. And then my back was cold, and I hate it when my back gets cold, because my spine, oh, it's not comfortable, it's nasty, it hurts. It was frozen. Oh, I was shivering. And then I couldn't even walk. I tried to stand up to use the bathroom. My legs wouldn't work. When I say my leg was like jelly, put it this much, put it this way. I do that. I think ahead of what I'm about to say and I jumble up all the words. Put it this way. It could not hold my body weight. My legs gave way. I ended up on the floor and I had to crawl. Crawl to the bathroom. And I was as slow as ever. I'm surprised I didn't even wet myself. My bladder didn't give away. I can laugh now, but I was in so much pain. And I was so cold, and it was ridiculous. So I managed to get to the bathroom. I had to stagger, because obviously I couldn't stand. So I had to lean on things and hold things to finally get onto the toilet. And then once I finished in the bathroom, should have seen me on my knees trying to wash my hands in the sink. Seriously, I really can laugh now, but at the time, it wasn't funny. And then I came out the bathroom and just collapsed on the floor and thought, that's it, I'm tired, let me just go to sleep here. Oh, goodness. And, yeah, I feel the sneeze is going to come soon. Look, I'm even prepared with tissues here today. And then I started falling asleep on the floor. And my father was actually here doing some maintenance for me in my home. And he was saying, babe, don't you think you need to go to bed? And I'm like, if I can get there. He tried lifting me up, weren't working. Oh, it was hurting. My whole body was hurting. In the end, I crawled to my bed, lifting myself in there somehow. I don't even know. And everything was spinning. Yeah, I forgot to tell you that part. Everything was spinning. The best way I can explain it is on a waltzer, the fairground ride, when you're sitting in it and you're sliding in and out like this, and everything's just moving constantly, nothing still, constantly. That's exactly as it felt. Oh, and I hate that feeling because it makes me feel sick. I feel like I need to vomit. I literally just hold on, trying to keep still. Oh, it's crazy. And every position I was trying to lay in just wasn't working. And I had to keep my eyes closed. That's another thing I forgot to tell you. The lights were hurting my eyes. You know, like when you've got a migraine and you've got to be in the dark. That's what it was like. And everything's hurting. My body feels like it's getting colder and colder. Oh, everything was hurting. And I took some painkillers and I drank. My father made me a hot peppermint tea, and that was it. I felt sick before. And the peppermint tea brought it all up. But after that, I can't say I felt 100% better, but boy, I could actually keep my eyes open. The pain decreased massively. I was still getting pains in my body. I was still cold, but the pains weren't as strong. And I was able to sit up in bed where before I was laying down. And I was able just to move better, move more. Before I was stuck to the bed. But anyways, the reason why I'm sharing all these symptoms is because it wasn't COVID, but it was flu. And that's the second time this year that flu has hit my body. Every September and October, every year, I know flu is going to attack me. Every year, religiously, September, October, I'm aware that it's flu season's now coming in. Be very conscious, be very aware, be very vigilant. And if I'm around anyone that's unwell, keep my distance. Cleanliness galore. Because with multiple sclerosis, I guess with my multiple sclerosis, the cold weather, it feels like for me, I never done a test because I don't know what test you could do, but it feels like for me, the cold weather lowers my immune system, where I feel more vibrant, more energetic, more get up and go, more functionable when the sun's out. But the moment the weather and the temperature starts dropping, I know immune system needs some extra care. No, I thought the sneeze was coming, but it didn't. Maybe it's just going to sit in here and irritate me. So I'm always conscious, I'm always aware. And it only ever hits me September time, September or October. And for it to hit me in December was a shock, absolute shock for me. So now I've gone back to drinking old school remedies, and I see it as a conscious reminder because about a week ago, 10 days ago, I said to myself, I haven't been drinking my old school remedy, and it is getting cold. I'm cold a lot of the time, which possibly means my immune system needs some extra help. And I forgot about it. So I'm seeing being ill recently as a reminder to make up this concoction and drink it at least twice a day. And the concoction that I have is peeled fresh lemon. So take off all the peel, chop it up, put it into a saucepan. Clove, 1 or 2 cloves, depending on the size of your saucepan, of fresh garlic, turmeric, no specific amount that I put in, just whatever I fancy at the time, fresh ginger, so peeled, grate off all the skin, chop it up into tiny, I'd say small pieces, not tiny, but yeah, some small square size pieces. Put that in, and honey. Put that all in a saucepan and pour in some water and boil it up and drink it. Every morning I'm drinking it, and every evening I'm drinking it. All afternoon, just depends whether I fancy drinking it in the afternoon or the evening. But if you want to have it all 3 times, go ahead. And this is why I'm dry throat, struggling, and sounding a bit muffled, because it's the end of the flu for me. I don't know how far near the end that we are, but I'm not in pain. I'm cold. I'm always cold. My heating's on from the moment my eyes open. Actually comes on before my eyes open. Heating's on all the time in the winter. But my feet are frozen. Seriously, if you can feel my feet frozen. And I've got socks on, as you can see, hoodie on, t-shirt underneath, leggings on, and I'm frozen. I'm still frozen, always frozen in the winter. And excuse me. But I do the best that I can do to look after myself. So even though I am coming towards the end of this flu, The lights are not hurting my eyes anymore. The room is not spinning. I can keep my eyes open. I'm not in pain. I can walk. I am left with symptoms. I am left with a few hurdles where my left leg is the leg that was hit more by my multiple sclerosis, was attacked more, so I struggle more with it. It's hard to explain, but it's feeling less like mine, even though, how do I explain this? Even though every day my leg takes more effort to move, takes more effort to do anything with, now it's feeling like it takes more effort and some. It's feeling even less like mine, which is a pain. But let's just hope it's temp. I can't say that word very easy. Temporary. Yeah, I can't temp. There we go. Let's just say it's not going to be here forever. And fatigue I'm left with. As I said when I started this, I think I've napped 2 times this day. I've woken and napped about 3 times today. 2 or 3 times, something like that. I don't know. Brain, it affects my head also. So let's see how I go over the next few days with this. But I am hoping that my leg goes back to what it was before the flu hit me. And let's hope this dry throat leaves soon. And let's hope that this sneeze either comes out or goes. No, I hate sneezing. Oh, it's the worst feeling. It sends, every time I sneeze, the thought of it is making me cringe. A shiver down my spine. I hate it. But yeah, let's hope that all those symptoms disappear and I get back to where I was before the flu hit. Because if you know anything about multiple sclerosis, you may or may not see I need to slow my speech down at times. You may or may not know that every time you have a relapse or you're ill or your body's affected, there is, I don't know the percentage, I don't want to say 99%, but there is a high percentage that you will never go back to where you was before. And that's definitely with a relapse. And the way the flu hit me felt like a relapse. Only time will tell to see how far back to my normal, if you can say I'm normal, but normal self. Only time will tell. So fingers crossed that tomorrow I don't sleep the day away. I am going to run myself a bath with some Epsom salts or some nice muscle relaxing Radox Oh, it's going to be hot, beautiful, lovely smelling. I'm even going to burn some candles, play some beautiful, just chill out music, and give myself a moment. Because tomorrow, I want to start moving again, getting things done. Because I know the longer I sit and do nothing and don't move my body, the harder it is to get back into momentum. So if you have any questions about the flu, how it affected me, how I'm dealing with it, anything multiple sclerosis related, just hit me up with a comment. And don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button so that you will be notified every time I record one of my rambles just for you.